What about this hat?
I estimate we're at about 12,000 feet. You can see the view. That's where we've come.
Why me? They bring me on this trip. It is a nightmare. Look at it.
His lungs are feeling like they're gonna burst. Thank you. Oh. Good boy, good boy. Don't stumble now, for sake.
down there, right?
Yeah. Upside down.
Kaç. Da ci basta che منطقه هنا شبكه اي طرف نبع اي طرف كنا ما تقام
تو اليافه دیگه را یا ایتو نشینه خب گوش کن ایره اون طرفش قید میکنه خب یا میشینن اینی را تو نمیشه این سه یکی شیشه میشینه دو تاش رو کشو طرف فکر چون ایتو میشینه
You think it's better like that?
باشه ما هم اون خب ما ایتو تایدش میکنه بلند
کی نه از میش تا میشه پیشوری هر جش هر سال چی دیده میشه نه
اینجا چطور میشه اینجا پیشوری شیشه
اما جا این میتونی تو دست شما که اوت نمون تو تمام
آخر بده به چیز کناله یا کامورا واس کنه واس یا کی واس کنه نه خلاص استایش خلاص استایش
You can have a tarpaulin on top of you.
Yeah.
Then when its chick was finished, just off. The man is he will do it.
Do one man on the roof. On the roof. Yeah.
On the
front. Would they look under the tarpaulin, do you think? Would they?
No. During the day, they are not.
No.
I take
No.
3 people. There's 4 people. With Julian Gilling when I went to inside like this.
Yeah.
It wasn't. They check it, but they cannot find it. But
I see.
Was
Julian Gearing inside? Was he?
it was William. No.
William.
Yeah, William and Julian Gehring, 2 French guy was there.
Very good.
مگه که
یا
محکم
کار
نشد
کنیم گوش
نه خب بر بگو تو یک چند تا بر کوی جابجا کنی پایین نشه نه همونطور نمیسته گیردم زیر
نه برادر امی ایران باستا کردن از کنو گوش که مثلا بیاره گنده دیگه هم داره نیمال باستا شد
What about this army post? Is that?
امی لیف یک بندل واس کجا بره یک بندل
Meaning very good.
very good
Yahoo's. It's a work of art, as they say. John Muhammad.
چی؟ سر ازی ترپال قدوس
So you mean it's coming back
No, this is I will drop it and so try selling for our workers.
for workers
The building growth.
on the top of the top of the pass? I see. Well, goodbye, John Muhammad. Goodbye. Very nice to see you.
We're an extraordinary crime. We've had to go to extraordinary lengths to hide ourselves from the border patrols and the police. We're in the back of a very small truck, totally entombed in sleeping kit for the Mujahideen up in the mountains. It's also extraordinarily cramped. There's 3 of us here. I'm 6 foot, Russell's 6 foot, and Sandy's on top of us, and he's 6'4", all confined to a space of about 4 feet. It's an extraordinary length to go to get across the border nowadays, but all good for the expenses, I suppose. Good night.
فیلم میره عکس میگیره عکس میگیره فیلم
هیچ کامپلیت تعلیف
نه تلویزیون باید این عکس نمیره که اصلا میگیره بیز که
خبردار زلا خیره من سالادون تایم بر رفتم میرم برام میلافونه
This altitude sickness is really pulling into my head. My lungs are feeling like they're gonna burst. I'm a little lightheaded. I'm gonna have to stop. Good morning.
Go!
یا نور آمد یا پس باید تکتشیرت نمیخواد ابیان دمی اسبار ابگره اسپاد که بفرمانیشون جمشا بسا ایوان سینم ایوان تو بگم نستان سینه را یا قلبی ماره استاد داری نوری برد کپی روی آخر میره آخر به او طرف کش کنیم برو پیسلا کنه نورم قطع
ما دم بیاس گرفتیم برو
دم بیاس آقای گرفتیم
دم بیاس کش ما دم بیاس کش برو
آه نشابیس که ما دم بیاس ما را گم میگیم مردم در نشابی دم بیاس ما میگیره
کدوم میخواند
Day, Joanna, what is this?
It's coming from the north, isn't it? The snow. Actually, it's all right the way we came.
جمع نگیستم دسته جمع نگی رو تایسه بگی بابا خواهی چوب بگی بیتاش دار کنست بیتاش دار کنست چرا میگی ایرم
سال خوب کمرم دار
طرف ما سعی که فهمیده طرف از دیپای روغن سعی که او طرفی طرف فهمیده طرف فیلم سعی نکرد
کدی بالا پویش دیگه نشان بده
چه سری گیرم
یک دستکش گرفته نقجی گرفته
Fazıl? Yok efendim.
Söz yazın falan.
Yok öğretmen. Yok.
Araba bir aslanı.
این برفاز بسیار فیلمای جالب نه
بسیار خوبش میآید در همین تلویزیون
Come on, come on. Come on. You can do it. I'm filming at the same time. Come on. Come on. Go on. Good boy, good boy. Don't stumble now, for f***'s sake. Sandy, that is the moon you can see, okay? So if you're wondering what I'm pointing the camera at, it's the moon. Okay. I won't try and zoom in, otherwise it'll just go all over the place. No, it's not abandoned.
He's trying to sort of weld it together.
خب بوتالا سرم میکشن پوشانم میل پوتالی
ها؟
Camera matter?
No, it's good.
What about this hat? Oh.
Salam. Salam. Hoppa. Salam.
Chai here, Barney?
Yeah. Yes? Yes. Oh, good. Maybe.
Ben bunu boya tutmuş, onu satmıyor mu? Bir şey kavramaya çıktı. Ne var ya? Wo comando? Wo comando? Wo ya spas to na garko. As peki amu ijan digo me ai me kini brava. As bire kijan digo me kini bonus boşa. Ya. Derde ne yapar? Derde nara değil. Deş bu bia.
Am bachek katazios.
Wo bu bia bu
daga cheez bigi.
Wo bu bia, aga onu bia most olsa bu bia burem bu.
Tez be bacha. Put it on there.
Okay. Cool in now. Okie dokie. Right, gonna do.
Yeah. Oh.
سبا شیروغاشون میرسم چرا؟ جایی که شما رکت کردیم او بچه شوروای تا تیل گوشت
چیزی؟ نه یه پروبینه
از کزا گوشت دیگه ale kancer şaptı o ki bana. Spoko, belki de spoko bilmiyor. Tamam, teşekkür.
Ne eksikiyor mu ki?
Yine bir rafaka, bir rafaka. I mean, because they will have, they'll have the vehicle.
There's only one battery for that.
صدر پرام دو تا
دیگه خاطر از اینکه از این مردم همهشان فهمیدی تا صبح شوام بشه نان دادن شبشان ببینی نان دادن روزشان
Чего?
Off horseback, as the altitude is just far too much for both of us. I estimate we're about 12,000 feet. Every few seconds we have to stop and let us and the horses breathe. You can see the view. That's where we've come. It's taken us about 3 hours so far.
İstat kızına içi benim.
Çabuk, çabuk. İstat kızına çabuk az payla bu.
As you can see, we've had to dismount. The horses won't stop farting. Hang on, I'll start that again. No, mister. As you can see, we've had to dismount, and the only way to get man and beast up this mountain is to literally hold on to the horse's tail, because I certainly haven't got the energy. The altitude, which is now about 12,500 feet, has just taken the oxygen away from the horse and all of us. When I get a chance when we stop, I'll show you what we've just climbed. It's taken us some 3.5 hours to climb up that lot. Salam alaikum. Thank Chris for that. Good evening, my son. Salam alaikum. A pair of us have just about had enough. I'm just desperately hoping that this is going to be open on the way back, whenever that is. Anyway, picturesque it is, pleasant it ain't. Anyway, sorry about that, Mr. Editor, whoever you are. You're going to have to, when you use these pictures, you're going to have to use a different soundtrack, because I don't feel much like it today, so bollocks.
Why me? They bring me on this trip. It is a nightmare. Look at it. Give us a break.
Yeah, what he did was accelerate when he came to the bloody bump and the wheel came off. I mean, really. So here we are, trying to get to see Massoud. We came over the big pass. We got down to the bottom with considerable difficulty. We were hoping a jeep would be waiting for us from Massoud. We were told one had been there for 2 days but had just left. We've hired this vehicle with considerable difficulty. I think it's the only jeep in this entire area, and but it's on its last legs. It's an old Russian jeep. And despite the ingenuity of the cameraman, Sebastian Rich, who's already repaired it magnificently once, unfortunately driving along here, the driver, who I think's only been driving for a fortnight or so, accelerated when the bump came and the wheel came off, and you see the consequences.
نشده اونو دیگه چنانو جانو اینی پریده
این کمیه دارم که این
کلگی نبوده کلگی نیست کلگی اون طرف است دو تا بوزای شده و پریده تو همه قدر فهمیدی گفته کنم تو نفهمیدی که من چه رقم دارم جمع چه رقم کنم
ایلا میشه چی
یا هم تو موتور بوداشیم
ها؟
یا تو موتور بگیریم
دیگه دفعه که باز بریم چطور؟ اگه اون طرف باشه خودم برای خود میگیری
خب هم بتون میگیری
ما او رقم نمیگیریم بابا نصیب
سلام همون تو میرین چه شرک همون تو میرین دور میرین
همین زود که همین
جای به جای حرکت حرکت جای به جای ایستاد نشو حرکت کجا باز بلان سای جای بجای حرکت شما باز حرکت جای بجای دستو در کمر پای تکان بدی پای از بندی پای حرکت میتی از راست به چپ پای حرکتی دورانی میتی
کامران بسیار جالب است بی‌صداست. کامران به کلی بی‌صداست متوجه هستی؟ هیچ صدا نداره کامران. گرده است تو را هیچ نداره. It's privilege.
You seem to have everything in Taloqan. I mean, the shops all seem to be full of things. Very well stocked, I hope.
بهترین طرز برخورد با کامرا است که کامرا را فراموش کنید. نانت بخوری. گفتم بهترین طرز برخورد با کامرا است جنرال که کامرا را فراموش. اگر نان میخوره
طبیعی جلوه بده.
طبیعی.
باشه ببرید. بیا باید. بیا چطوری جور بگید.
Yarın bu okan geldi. Kaç olur? Para diye. Para bataklı. Bu olma. Yok, yekildi. Sence okuma. Yekildi. Yerine bağladık bu. Mardım da gitsin, mardım oğlan. Ona bas. Ne var? Gel şuna bak. Bir taraf. Yok, selamı.
Ne derece şahıs mı?
परवरदिगार हमें शुमार असर बुलंद किया Ay bener.
Perdona.
Ay tu chica. Ay kabo me gel. Usa ya, usa. Ya, usa con más. Ah. Ma.
Ramon is a psycho. Oh no.
أنا شغل ما
شغال
عليكم
Buna şu dükkanda aksini alacağım.
Evet, şunu aksini alalım. Evet, corfana mı sen?
Annenin Annenin sokup çıkar attı.
Ha, ortalıkta denesin o kadar.
Öyle makine var.
Var.
Ya sigara da kaşar ya sigara da kaşar. Gene o bir işte.
بس
بس بسم
راوی همینجا استاد شد گرفت راست مرا زد به توپ سویا گوانده یک دقیقه زد چوچو پوچ مرا قتل کرد
دیار یک ذره قند از مزار شریف ای چک بی چک ور چک یک گلاسه و یک خمپرت و یک شربت فوق العاده یا الله خیر خدای فضل زنبوره بچیم اینا بچش که چطور است شور است اوه خانه خرابی وضع قند نمک انداخته دیار از امی جلال آباد یک نیم پاو گوری سیاه ای چک بی چک ور چک یک گلاسه و پغمان برف سالنگ اسپارزاز سالف تخم ملنگان یک 4 بوتل فانتا و کوک زنبوره بچیم بخو چور چور چور چور چور چیزی نخوردی؟ یکی هم نمیگه که استاد بس است چیزی روزه موده بود استاد کل چی سلفکو زنبوره خانه خراب خلطه را گران کد گو کد که چی بلا کد خدا پرده کنه یا الله فضل زنبوره بچیم اینه که یک دانه تخم برامد شما تماشا کنین پشت ازی تخمه بخیر اکل بپاک الله یا الله فضل غال مغال نه یا الله یانا اورانگو سی یو دوا دری 1 2 3 4 اکی اوج یک گل پغمان آباد باشی پغمان کتی کلگ اسلام که باشه در خاک افغانستان یک گل مزار شریف بابا سخی جان دور قبرت گلستان هم بهار هم زمستان گل قندهار آباد باشی قندهار که نهنت پختن گوری تیار گل بغلان آباد باشی بغلان لبلبویت فریمان یک دانه کشتی دریاب پتنوس پلو پر ببرو خالی بیار کاش خربوزه یک گل یافته و پرست کاسه شلغم شروع زمستان یک دو یا الله خیر جدا پر جدا تقسیم بر تقسیم خیر است اینی کیری موی سفیده واری شور یک ریسپانی کاکا جوالی زنجیری گو گوسپن یک دنارمونه مردم قطغان ما ارغن برغن ترغن ارغن برغن ترغن سنیندی لیکن پہلا پیار بھر کے آنکھوں میں خمار جادو نگرے سے آیا یا اللہ خیر جدا پر جدا تقسیم پر تقسیم بحکم اللہ زنبورے بچیم اتاشرک ایک ترابان تماشای دویم استاد نشان میده مداری استاد دایی حلقه درون میشه پیش نفر بشینه قلبه نکنه که
Correspondent on the Afghan arms trail.
One of the main Mujahideen guerrilla commanders in Afghanistan has told ITN that he is now receiving virtually no arms and ammunition from the United States. Ahmad Shah Massoud says he's having to rely on other, less dependable suppliers. All the arms come through Pakistan. They're carried along hazardous mountain routes like the trail from the town of Chitral. From there, they're taken through staging posts at Karano Monjan and Farkar to their final destination, the town of Taloqan. ITN's veteran correspondent in Afghanistan, Sandy Gall, and his camera team joined the arms carriers on their 7-day trek. This is the first of 2 special reports.
This is one of the arms trails from Pakistan to Afghanistan. A few RPG rocket boosters in their white plastic cases went in with the convoy we joined. But this year, the arms trail to the north, the stronghold of the most famous guerrilla commander of them all, Ahmad Shah Massoud, has been virtually empty. While other lesser commanders get regular shipments, Massoud is reported to have received no fresh supplies at all through the American-financed and Pakistani-controlled arms pipeline. What little he has received, he's bought from other guerrilla groups. Now winter is closing the route. Dead horses, this one killed by a mine, mark the trail between the Chaikhanas, Mujahideen-run staging posts which provide food and shelter for travellers and their horses. Sick horses seldom survive, although this one, despite a split hoof, did. Inside, if you're lucky, you might get a cup of tea and a bowl of rice. A day's stage between Chaikhanas probably means between 10 and 12 hours on the road through a largely deserted countryside which 2 years ago was partly under government control. We're roughly halfway between the Pakistani border and our destination, and as you can see, in fact, we're right in the middle of the Hindu Kush, one of the highest ranges of mountains in Asia. Once we're over the next pass and down onto the northern flank of the Hindu Kush, we hope to meet Massoud, and we hope too that we'll be able to use a jeep instead of walking or riding horses as we've done for the past few days. But we were still a long way from the road, and apart from the next pass, there were many rivers to cross and ramshackle bridges to negotiate. Although travel with the Mujahideen is bad enough in summer, in winter it's extremely hard. Russell Padwick, the sound recordist, had to learn to ride in the Afghan style on a pack saddle without stirrups. Sebastian Rich, the cameraman, had even worse problems. Both his cameras were later smashed and he got amoebic dysentery. On the 4th day, we followed Massoud's arms trail up the 15,000-foot Wishti Pass. It was a long, hard climb, 4 hours to the top, and then another 7 hours to the Chaikhana, which we reached in the dark. Next day, we hired a dilapidated jeep. After 1 hour, the front wheel came off. 7 days after setting out, we met Massoud in Taloqan, the capital of Takhar province. I asked him, was it true he'd received no American arms this year?
During the whole of this year, we transported only a very small amount of arms, which were delayed from last year because of snow. But this year, we haven't received a single bullet or one weapon.
I said I thought American policy was to send arms direct to the field commanders.
The Americans always say things and promise that things will change. But we, who are in the thick of the revolution, haven't seen such changes yet. The Pakistani authorities says that the Afghans cannot manage their own affairs, that we are disorganized, that we are this and that. That's completely untrue. And that kind of talk isn't good for us. It's positively harmful.
I then asked Massoud if he still expected the fall of Kabul.
I'm absolutely convinced about one thing, and that's that Kabul, God willing, will definitely fall. But I can't say when.
Massoud is training the nucleus of what he says will be a national army. So far, he has 7,000 to 8,000 men under arms. The target is 12,000. He maintains that Kabul can be captured only if all the Mujahideen agree on one plan of attack. Meanwhile, arguably the best guerrilla general in Afghanistan says he's being deliberately starved of weapons by the Americans and the Pakistanis. He says it's because he won't fight the battle for Kabul their way. They want a quick solution. He says it may take 2 or even 3 years. Others claim the Mujahideen may have missed their chance and that the Kabul regime is now too firmly entrenched, that President Najib looks like a winner. Massoud's reply is that the coming battle will decide. Sandy Gall, News at 10, Afghanistan.
Afghan Mujahideen guerrillas fighting the government of President Najibullah have set up their own alternative ruling body, the Council of the North. Its architect is one of the guerrilla commanders, Ahmad Shah Massoud. The Mujahideen have had only limited military success. Since the Soviet pullout, they've failed to take any major town. But in 3 years of fighting, Commander Massoud's forces have captured some towns and villages formerly held by the government. For the second of his special reports, Sandy Gall and an ITN camera crew went to the town of Taloqan, where Massoud has based his council.
Taloqan has been under Massoud's control since the Russians left and Afghan government forces were driven out by the Mujahideen. It's crammed with new goods, brightly coloured lengths of material from Russia and India, although the accounting system is considerably older. With a population of more than 100,000 and the birth rate rising, Taloqan is the biggest city in Mujahideen hands in the whole of Afghanistan. Last month, the shops were full of fruit and vegetables, but the 10-year-old war has driven prices up dramatically. Lamb or beef kebab is now a luxury. Mujahideen patrols are responsible for law and order. The looting that followed the fall of the city was quickly stamped out on Massoud's orders. Taloqan's traffic police are another symbol of Mujahideen authority. They even issued tickets, on-the-spot fines costing about 30 pence. But in the bazaar, older traditions thrive. A travelling magician from Jalalabad in the south had the crowd spellbound. Taloqan lies at the centre of what was the richest farming country in Afghanistan, growing mainly wheat and rice. But aid experts say that the war has caused such an acute shortage of fertilizer and seed that hundreds of tons of both are now urgently needed. The city still bears the scars of recent fighting. Not that Taloqan is a stranger to war. It was sacked by Genghis Khan and its inhabitants massacred, hence the city's name. In the hospital, most of the patients are war casualties, like young Mohammed, whose hand was blown off by a hand grenade. This was the Soviet base on the outskirts of Taloqan. The Russians left quite a long time ago, but the Mujahideen have been in possession of the city for more than a year now. Since then, the place has been heavily bombed by the Afghan Air Force, the last time only a few days ago. But the Mujahideen say it's highly unlikely that the Afghan army will be able to retake the city. Sandy Gall, News at 10, Taloqan, which means whirlpool of blood, Afghanistan. Oh.
Au revoir, merci. Salam.